I drive a decent amount of traffic to my website. And most people that come to my site don't buy anything and they leave and they never come back. So this week, in an attempt to hit my 6-figure revenue month goal for Performance Nut Butter, I'm gonna set up retargeting ads. And the whole idea behind this is they've already been to your website once, they already know what your product's about, and those are the people that are more likely to buy. And it's gonna be cheaper to get them to come back to your website than it is to get someone who's never been to your site. So I'm gonna set up retargeting ads and share with you my 3 top tips for retargeting ads, as well as the biggest mistake that I personally made with retargeting ads that cost me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And I wanna make sure that you avoid this. So let's get into the tactics. If you're new to this channel, my name is Travis, and my goal is to help as many people out there live their dream life through creating their own business online. And it wasn't that long ago I was stuck in the corporate world. I ended up quitting that, obviously, to start my first e-commerce company. And to be honest, it took me a little while to figure out how to do that successfully. And now that I feel like I figured it out, I want to share that with as many people as I can. And it's not drop shipping, it's not private label. In my opinion, the best way to make money online is to create what I call a passion product, something that you're actually passionate about, that you believe in, that you want to actually be in the world. It's much easier to sell that than it is just trying to create some kind of a drop shipping website. Enough about that. So today, one of the things I'm doing to try to hit my goal for Performance Nut Butter of a 6-figure month is to set up retargeting ads. And the reason is, when you're spending money, time, energy, getting people to your website, when they leave, most of the time, they're gone forever if you don't have retargeting ads set up. So today I'm gonna be setting them up for my website, and as I do, I'll be sharing some of the information on how to do that, as well as some big mistakes that I've made in the past to help you avoid making those same mistakes. One thing to note before we even go any farther is, let me explain why retargeting ads are so important, so impactful. And I already kind of mentioned one of the reasons why, but here's something to keep in mind. It's the cheapest advertising you can do because you've already had them to your website. They're already pre-qualified. When you show them a retargeting ad, they're much more likely to click on it and then actually purchase something. These people are gonna be the most likely to convert because they're already somewhat familiar with your brand. And it's a classic thing you hear in marketing. People need to hear about a company 7 times before they actually purchase. And that's actually surprisingly true in my experience. People need to they need to find out and learn about the brand and then let it kind of settle in the back of their head. But most people, once they leave a website, they never go back. And there's so many websites to go to. So that's the importance of retargeting or remarketing advertising, is it lets them know to come back to your website. So the first thing I'm gonna do is set up Facebook ads, and it's a 3-step process. The first step is to set up your Facebook pixel. The second step is to create a custom audience. And then the third step is to actually make the campaign, set up the Facebook campaign so you can actually start marketing. It's pretty easy and fast to do. Later this week, I'll release a tutorial on how to do this in like 4 minutes, like in record time. So stay tuned for that. This video is gonna be more of a high-level overview of retargeting ads and the tips and tricks that go along with retargeting ads. One big update that I'm really excited about is Ariana is gonna start working from home.
Woo-hoo.
And yeah, and if you followed my vlogs for a little while, you know that it's a part of being an entrepreneur that can be super lonely because you're at home a lot of times working by yourself. So it's been really nice having, it's only been 2 days now, but it's been nice having Ariana working from home, and it might give her some time to work on Vino cards. We'll see,
Yes.
see. But it's been nice having her, and right now we're gonna go take a break into the park and play some paddleball, which is just kind of like a fun way to get outside, get some extra energy. And for those of you that are new to the channel, Ariana is creating her own passion product called Vino cards, and we're gonna start doing vlogs about that as she goes through the process. She just recently got the completed samples of what is it, the
box, and then a few cards just to see the different colors, making sure they're all matching.
So it's actually, it wasn't the samples, it was actually just the photos, but that's really exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Ah.
Setting up Facebook remarketing is great, but the other big platform that you should set up when it comes to retargeting or remarketing is Google AdWords. And in my opinion, one of the best ways to utilize the Google AdWords platform is by using their display network. And the way we're gonna do this, it's basically a 2 or 3 step process as well. Step 1 is put the code on your website, put the G tag code on your website. Then step 2 is create the actual display ads. And so hopefully you have a little bit of Photoshop knowledge, and if you don't, you can hire a designer very easily to do this. And after you've edited the images, you're gonna post them. You're gonna create a campaign. And once again, I'm gonna be releasing a video very soon, step by step on how you can do this. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. It'll be a Google retargeting advertising tutorial. Some things to note, you don't need to make the ads in all the different sizes. There's probably about 10 sizes that are the most common dimensions for display ads on the Google network. I'll put the list of what those sizes are down below. So I just got done with a gym break, and in fact, that was my tip of the day. Today's tip of the day is listen to your body. And if you want more of those kind of tips of the day, you can follow me on Instagram to find out all those kind of things. But anyways, I did promise that I'd give you 3 tips as far as retargeting ads go. So the first one is set up your pixel right away. Like as soon as your website goes up, you should set up your pixel. Tip 2 is it's actually really easy to set up retargeting ads, and make sure to subscribe to find out how to do it in record time. I'll be coming out with tutorials very soon. And tip 3 is the hardest part is the graphic design, and it's worth investing if you're serious about it. I just did some quick mock-ups, but you can see they're not very good. And the last tip I have for you in the big thing that I was saying, my big mistake that I made in the past is don't use a third-party service. Don't use AdRoll. I used AdRoll and it ended up costing me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Why? Because the way that they bid isn't optimal. And they straight up stole money, in my opinion, because I told them the max I was willing to spend per click was $5 and they were doing like $25, which is no way that my website was gonna be profitable. Some videos right here that go into way more detail on how you can grow your revenue for your Shopify site.